Longtime supporter of the Summerland Museum, Betty Raymond, best known for her work at the Summerland thrift store, found these gems, and the idea of a heritage fashion show was hatched.
This purple dress, very plain, but very much what was in style in the 1940s. And most people don't think of that as being old or of interest because we all wore them when we were younger.
Well, this is our very organized workroom where we brought out all of the boxes of clothes from the back and we went through them to pick out the outfits that are going to be in the show.
Digging deep into the archives, museum staff have unearthed a treasure of fashionable footwear, furs, and artifacts that represent what high society and everyday citizens of Summerland were wearing over the last century.
And we have some beautiful vintage pieces that have come to us through donations, and there's a lot of them one of a kind that are beautiful, and we're glad to have been able to preserve them.
Things like period hats, jewelry, and even disco shoes. The event's Fashions of a Century happens this Sunday afternoon, May 24th, and will raise funds for the Summerland Museum and the Summerland Quest Society.
And Quest is very involved in hearing enhancement. We have different things that go on. We give scholarships every year at UBC for students going into hearing studies.
The old saying, what goes around comes around, seems to apply to what's fashionable for a time.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting to see, especially how trends have been recycled. So a lot of the stuff from the 40s has big shoulder pads that I would think are 80s, but apparently that was a trend in the 40s as well. So it's just kind of it was hard to pick out one. Some of them are pretty similar styles in different decades, but it's been interesting to see. I can't imagine wearing some of the things, especially from about the 1900s. They wore so many layers. I think you'd just be boiling hot all the time and really uncomfortable. So I'm happy that we wear the clothes we wear now. So this is a wedding gown from the 1930s that's going to be part of the show.
Ruth Lancaster's wedding dress. She was married in that.
This is from the 1920s. So it's
a little politically incorrect.
Yeah. People wouldn't so much wear this now, but it's a fur stole with these nice little tails. It says it's mink. And then the nice little peach-colored dress underneath.
This is another one. Just recently we got the blouse and the skirt, and all the undergarments were donated to us. And we had this in our collection. And this would be the type of an outfit that in the very early 1900s, when the pioneer ladies were first here, they would maybe host their at-home day where they would have tea. They would serve tea to all their friends and acquaintances who would drop over on that day because they were at home. So this is the type of outfit that they would have worn